until we decide the election of our lifetimes. It sure feels like we're winning this one. Like we're going to celebrate on the 6th of November the victory of our lifetimes for this state, for this country, for everyone, every single one of us coming together in every single county in Texas. Republicans, if you're here, we're glad that you joined us. Democrats, we'll take you as well. Everyone, every single one of us coming together. And what I love is that there's not a single dime from a single political action committee or special interest or corporation involved. It is all people, all the time, everywhere, coming together, not against anybody else, not against another political party, not against anything, but for the United States of America and every single we were on our way over here just now, got a little bit lost. We're trying to find our way out of a neighborhood, and who do we see but a gentleman in a Beto t-shirt with a clipboard going door to door. And when I got out of the car to introduce myself to him, he did not look in the slightest bit surprised to see me. He's like, hey, Beto, I would love to talk, but I've got some doors to knock on. We got to win this election. What you're doing here in Collin County is absolutely exceptional. I mean, we have not seen this before. In the first 10 days of early voting, 4 years ago, 2014, the last midterm election, 77 votes had been cast. In the first 10 days of this year's election, 2018, 234,000 votes have been cast. It's nuts. It's 3 times the number of voters who voted 4 years ago turning out for this country. It's students who've never voted before. It's us older Texans, perhaps some who've never voted in a midterm election before, who know that this is a defining, deciding midterm election of our lives. It's Republicans who've never cast a ballot for a Democrat, but they know that their party affiliation cannot define or limit their ability to participate in exactly what this country needs right now. In other words, it is all of us. It is those who greeted us in the parking lot and said good afternoon. It's those who said buenas tardes. It's everybody in every language, from every walk of life, every culture, no matter who you love, no matter who you pray to, no matter how many generations you can count yourself an American, or whether you just got here yesterday. We're all in this together at this moment, and nothing feels as good as this. At the moment that so many of us question whether 242 years into this experiment, that is the exception and not the rule in world history, that is the envy of so much of the rest of the planet, whether we could still pull this off, whether our meanness and our smallness and the polarization and the divisions and the pettiness and the partisanship would consume us and define us going forward, whether the people of the future would look back with regret on the people of 2018. But to that smallness, we match the moment with our confidence, with our courage, with our strength, with this big, bold, beautiful heart that could only come from Texas. Making it happen. And I feel as hopeful, as inspired, as encouraged, as optimistic as I ever have in my life. I know that our greatest days as a country are still ahead, because I have met you in every single one of the 254 counties of Texas. No matter how blue, no matter how big, no matter how small, everyone is worth listening to, being served, of being represented, of being fought for, and that's what I want to do for you for the next 6 years in the United States Senate.